What up, YouTube? Okay, so I haven't done a video like this in a hot ass minute. Currently, right now, I'm fucking warm. Anywho, I'm about to be super warm because Howard over there is building a wood stove. I'm so excited. Anyways, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. So we got a baby goat. I'm back in Kansas. I'm not in Arkansas. Fuck that place. It's beautiful, but I can't handle that shit. It was a shit show. To explain my last video on YouTube, example of a psycho, it's age restricted because I say there's the word fuck a lot in that whole video, pretty much, because I kind of just pressed record and stuck my phone in my pocket. So yeah, that was our old roommate. If you could call her a roommate. She sure shit didn't act like one. It was a fucking shit show. But we're back in the old house from the beginning. We kind of bounced around because I got pregnant in the summertime and it was really fucking hot and we really needed air conditioning. And so we came out to town, got a house, was way too expensive. We moved and then found Jesslyn because we were fixing to be homeless in the freaking cold, and I was like, I can't do this. So we just kind of hurried up and just got together and just did the whole freaking move in with her. Oh my god, talk about rules. Like, cigarette butts, throw them away, they can't be on the ground. She fought me on having my bird feeders out there. Like, you got to be joking. Another rule was Lobo couldn't come in the house. He's an ESA animal, not a service animal, before I get any kind of comments on what the difference is. I know the difference. He's my ESA animal. I have a doctor's note from my therapist and my actual doctor. So, yeah. He doesn't wear like a service vest or nothing. But he wasn't allowed to come in the house. He's a husky wolf mix. And even though he's a husky wolf mix and he's meant for this kind of shit, fucking, she still wouldn't allow him to come inside just to get a break. Because it got negatives and it snowed and ice and it was horrible and I felt bad. But we made a little deal in the garage out there for him. In the garage, I wasn't allowed to park my car in the garage. There was plenty of space for Lobo and my car to shut the doors. She wouldn't allow it to go in there. She wouldn't give me the key to the garage, so we just hid the lock. Because I was tired of that bullshit. Hold on one second. Smoked by cancer sticks. But so, yeah, there's that. She was originally going to make it so I couldn't have a dog. And I was like, I'm not giving up my dog. You got me fucked up. So, what were the other rules? Don't leave your dip bottles around, like dip spit. We never did that. I don't dip. John Paul does. And, yeah. He didn't even leave his around. She left all of hers. And it was a pain in the ass to clean it up. Because she would always blame it on JP. And I'm like, you know what? Seriously, this is ridiculous. And then, also, she didn't want nobody to know the address or where we were living or any freaky guys coming over, which I don't know a lot of freaky guys. I know a couple of guys, but they don't. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was about. Nobody was allowed to know the, address, and I said, fuck you. My mental health has to know where I live, so you can fuck off. But so, yeah, that was that, and then there was a shit ton more rules and I can't remember. Oh, she had to pick the candle wax for the candle warmer. She didn't like nothing fruity, nothing like, it was just, she wanted linen smells, and that was that. And I'm like, seriously? And then also, if you clean any dishes, she'll go and grab it if it's in the drying rack, and she'll clean it over 500 more fucking times. The toilet had to be sparkling clean, okay? Every time. Like, every time you used it, you had to clean the toilet, or she would freak out. I'm like, dude, I just peed. Like, what the fuck? And not only that, she threw up one night. She got so fucking wasted. She fucking puked chunks in the bathtub. Okay? Chunks aren't meant for the bathtub. They're meant for the toilet. She was like, I was so drunk, I couldn't fucking do it. I couldn't get to the toilet. Bitch, please. Like, come on.
Walk past the toilet.
I mean, there was like, yeah, she had to walk past the toilet to get to the, yeah, it was ridiculous. It was there was that, the candle wax, the toilet, the dishes, when her snacks that I bought were gone, she was like, there's no food in the fridge. I'm like, yes there is. There's salad, there's carrots, there's broccoli, there's meats in the freezer, there's rice, potatoes, all the kind of stuff that you gotta make. Bagels, you know, like healthy shit, you know, normal, I mean, it's healthy. It's not hurry and throw it in the microwave, which I was like not gonna buy a 30 pack of Hot Pockets every week or every other day. So it was kind of ridiculous. Then also, she went through, what was it? Like, how many packs of Mountain Dew did I buy?
3.
Like 3 packs of Mountain Dew that they've got 12 cans in them, right? Yeah, 12 cans.
12 packs.
3 12 packs. And they were gone within a week and a half. That's ridiculous.
I got 4 cans out of all 3.
Yeah, he got 4 cans.
And then he bought from me.
And then you bought a 30 pack, didn't you?
I bought a 30 pack, 24 pack of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. She doesn't like Dr. Pepper. She swore she hated that shit. And yet she still drank it. And then I had like a big old water bottle deal that I bought at Walmart. And she would take waters and hide them. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, where'd all my water go? Oh, I drank it. And then like the next day, like she had water. And I'm like, you got that out of your room? Like, why don't you just leave it in the fridge? And then don't touch your beer, okay? Because the world will disappear if she wasn't drinking, she was a effing biatch, okay? She would like make herself have panic attacks and hyperventilate and freak out. I was on the phone with one of my friends. She was having a hard time, and she was like, where are you living now? You don't live at 801 anymore. And I was like, oh, I'm like on the outskirts of town. I'm still in town, but on the outskirts. Jesslyn overheard me say that. She lost it, and so yeah, that was fun. Yeah, like I got so upset, like I cried, got in my car, took off, went to Casey's to try to come to and like realize what game she's playing. She likes to play mind games. And then I caught her in a lie. It was pretty smart. I'm not going to explain it over YouTube, but I caught her in a lie for how two-faced she is. So I'm there for you. You're my friend. You're my sister. Pinky promise. Ain't no such thing as pinky promises with her. And I believe in pinky promises. Pretty stupid, but I do. I believe in that shit. She didn't believe in that at all. Like I said, if she wasn't drunk or drinking, she was, difficult person. Let's just say that. And then, so that was the first time she ever freaked out, made herself freak out. And I thought that it was just like, okay, yeah, there's something wrong. Maybe there's really something wrong with her. And, you know, she's kind of got what I got, where I got to take medication every day to, like, level out my shit. But no, she did it to herself, like, to make her feel like, I don't know, like, to feel bad about her. I don't know what the deal was with that, but, yeah, the second time was because I didn't want to go to a concert with her. I can barely walk into Walmart longer than 25 minutes. It used to be, like, 10 minutes I could be in Walmart, and that was that. But it's gotten a little better. with the medication. You can drill that. YouTube knows you're building the wood stove, so.
I'm not worried about YouTube.
Oh, okay. I'm quiet when you're on the phone. Can you hand me my drink, please?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Okay, thank you. But so yeah, second freak out was because I didn't go to the concert. Okay, that's like thousands of people crammed into one area. Not my cup of tea. I'm good. And she's like, it's a free ticket and we can get fucked up and you'll be alright. And I was like, at first I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not much of a big drinker anymore. It's really, in the mornings when you got a hangover, it's not fucking worth it anymore. Like, I don't know how she does it. I think it's because she's alcoholic or something. I don't know. But, yeah. So, I said no to that. And my car has been being fucked up. Thank you, babe. And I was worried about it, okay? The outer tie rod on my '08 Chevy Impala. When we finally took it off, I have the part still. Yeah, it was really fucked up. If I would have drove on it to Wichita to go to the concert, whatever, I'm pretty sure it would have broke off and we'd have been fucked. So we fixed it. How much was that part? I can't remember.
$34.
It was like $34. And then we had to get the tie rod piece thingy, what is it? Pickle fork. That's what it is. Thank God it was in a shop because it was really cold. It's been really cold these last couple days here in Ark City. I was like, okay. So I drove it down the road after we replaced it. And there's more ticking. And I'm like, great, what fucking next? Well, it was the inner tie rod too that needed to be replaced. I was like, fuck it. So I was like, it'll be okay for a little bit longer. And then we need to replace it. And she thought that I just made up this part so I didn't have to go to the concert. And she was like talking to her like ex-boyfriend or some shit, and like she freaked out and made it all about her again. That box of chocolates and shit, you know. But yeah, so that was a shit show that day. She was like, you need to get out. Called the cops on me because I was like, does anyone have a problem with me going to the post office? And she was like, I thought your part was broken. I was like, it is. I gotta go to the post office. I gotta do stuff, okay? But I don't want to go, 30 miles? Or is it 60 miles to Wichita?
About 60.
It's about 60 miles to Wichita from here. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I can go 2 miles and I'll still feel okay, and because I'll be in town. And she lost her shit. She texted me. She's like, if you don't come back here and bring my key back, which that key we paid for to get a copy of. Paid $3 for the fucking key. It's technically our key. We paid for it. She didn't. Because she wouldn't make copies herself. And so I was like, fuck all that. So I was like, go ahead, call the cops. I'm not scared. I was like, I'm out and about. I texted her back. I was like, I'm out and about. Why don't I just go get them for you? And she's like, no, they're already on their way. I was like, okay. Told JP, sent him a picture of the receipt of the rent so she couldn't kick us out because we paid the rent. And they're like, yeah, you can't kick them out. They paid the rent. Just give them a 30-day notice. Da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah. Cops came. They were like, is she on anything? And we're like, no. She is an alcoholic. And just batshit crazy. So that happened. And I took my sweet ass time coming back home. I was like, tell me when it's kind of slowed down a bit there. And I came back home. And she wouldn't talk to me. And she's like, I don't want to do this. I'm sorry. Sorry I lost my shit. Blah, blah, blah. It was good for that day. The next day, she got pissed off over something. One of us left a dish in the sink or something. And so she was like, I want you guys out. You have until Monday. It was Thursday night that she lost it again. I was like, I'm sorry, but it doesn't take 3 days to move a washer and dryer, all our shit, all our furniture, all our beds, Lobo, me and JP included. Okay? I have an Impala. Okay? 4 doors. I have to ask a buddy of mine to help me, and that's when he's off work. Are you hungry? And so that was that. I'll feed you in a second, bud. And so yeah, she tried to kick us out. She's like, I'm gonna give you to Monday, and then I'm gonna file for 30-day notice. I was like, okay, cool. I don't give a fuck. 30 days. I was like, but we paid the rent, so you gotta pay us back the money. Part of the money that we haven't lived here. And so she was like, okay, blah blah blah. She's buddy-buddy with the realtor's assistant, so she got her way a lot. Well, she finally cooled down and calmed down and was like, I'm sorry. She's like, I won't do anything to you. I understand what it feels like to not have a place to go, blah, blah, blah. We have a place to go because we're in it right now. And it was cold for the first couple days. We didn't have electricity on or anything out here. And she was like, you guys gotta go. I'm done. She freaked out because we were gone all day long and didn't invite her along. That was the other thing. She had to go everywhere we went. Everywhere I went, okay? It didn't matter where she had to go with. And she likes to look at your phone when you're on it. And she'll read your texts, too. So, any guys that want to date her, she's got major issues. I don't recommend her at all. No.
That's a crazy bitch.
Yeah. Fuck that. And so she was like, get out. I'm freaking out because she wouldn't let us in. She locked us out. We couldn't get in. None of the keys were working. She locked the screen doors. So we called her brother. He woke her up and she screamed at JP. And then when I got in the house, I was talking to JP because she said he broke the door. No, he didn't. He didn't break the door. You did with your fat ass friends that came over, broke the door, not us. And so she called the cops. Cops came out. And that was that recorded video example of a psycho. That was her freaking out at me. I'm trying to sleep. I need to go to work, unlike you guys. JP's on disability. He doesn't need to work. Okay? I work at George's. I work with horses, animals, loading hay, unloading hay, freaking, what else is there to do at George's? I mean, everything and anything, okay? Whatever he has for us to do, we do it. She was like, you guys don't work. All she does is take care of a house full of mentally disabled people, and she's drunk half the time at work. So, and half the time she sleeps. So she doesn't really do much work. I don't even want to hear it, how that you gotta work in the morning when you would stay up with me on the back roads until 3 in the morning drinking on the back roads. And then we would come home and you would go to sleep for an hour and go to work in the morning. And you're complaining to me that you gotta wake up in the morning and go to work? Are you serious? So the cops were like, you just gotta give them a 30-day notice, blah, blah, blah. Well, when they left, she was gonna shut the power off and the water off on Friday. And so we just kind of moved all our stuff, raised up her bill, because we paid the rent. I took like 8 showers a day. We hiked up her heat bill, so, bitch. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Now we're out here, and we don't have to deal with psychos. I can't do any more of that shit. That was stressful. So we're out here now, and Supposedly I talked shit, but she couldn't show me the proof. So, whatever. And supposedly my lawyer called her on President's Day. President's Day. Nobody's open on that fucking day. So yeah, we're here now, and it was cold. We used, what is this, it's called Mr. Heater, propane heater, and it would go through one bottle if we turn it on high for 4 hours. It would last for 4 hours on high, and then 6 hours on low, and that's what we used for like a couple days until tax money came in. Yay! We got it this year. And so, yeah, I have a baby goat. Something wrong with his front leg, and he won't take to the nipple very well. That was a shit show for a second. It scared the shit out of me. But I'm fixing to go make this bottle, and that's pretty much the life up until now. Hopefully some more funky, crazy videos, because I don't have a Facebook to do live video feed, because they kept shutting my Facebook down and saying that that it was a fake profile. I don't know. I don't do Facebook anymore. I do Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. So, good night, everybody. It's probably really late here, so probably talk to you tomorrow. It's supposed to be warmer, so hopefully I can show you the house. Later.